Winners don't use drugs.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Tommy, Nelson, thank you guys for joining me for this metal talk.
Yeah,
metal,
thanks for having us.
Metal, hard rock, whatever your flavor of rock music is.
Wait a minute. I thought we were doing disco.
Disco,
that's
next
week. Next week will be disco, and then after that'll be reggaeton.
Oh, make it dumb.
But yeah, this was a idea Nelson had a couple months ago, and my physical condition was in the toilet, so I just waited to recover a little bit more. And
You're still feeling better?
Yeah, feeling a little better, but the equipment they send me every single time they send me a new piece of equipment, something is wrong with it. So I'm it's always lose when it comes to me.
Damn, man. Well, I hope they get you the right shit, man, because that's brutal.
We're not here to talk about health problems, though.
All right.
But so Nelson, this was your idea. So you want to kick this off talking about your or let's go down the line actually. Who's your favorite band, Nelson? You got a favorite band or a favorite musical artist?
I mean, if you had to put a gun to my head, it would probably be a cross between Pig Destroyer and Killswitch Engage. Really love those two bands. I know they're not very similar. Pig Destroyer sounds like, a bottle breaking in a fucking steel barrel, and Killswitch Engage is very refined and melodic at times. But
have you ever seen Killswitch live?
Yes, with Howard at Ozfest 2003 or 4, and it was amazing, dude. His vocals are fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome. Didn't they bring back the old singer though?
Yep, they did. Yep, he was going through some personal stuff, and he had to learn vocal techniques. I think Howard Jones taught him like throat compression, diaphragm compression, all that to make it easier for him. So that was nice of Howard Jones to do that.
What's good, Bone? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in.
Have you guys seen Killswitch?
I never seen him live. No, I have. Let's see. I think I got like 3 or 4 of their albums. Yeah, because I still actually have my CDs. I got probably 3. Probably the first 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they've been putting more out since Howard left and started The Devil You Know, and Jesse Leach came back, and their new stuff is phenomenal too, man. I can't say enough good things about it, man. They really hold it down, man.
What was the other band that Howard had?
The Devil You Know, and Blood Has Been Shed. That was a fantastic band too.
Yeah. Tommy, who are your favorites, or if you have a favorite or multiple favorites?
Well, one of my favorites here. I'll play it for you.
Is that Nirvana?
No. Suicidal Tendencies. I saw your mommy and your mommy's head.
This is going on me. I saw your mommy out.
I loved Suicidal Tendencies when I was younger, and it was one of the few bands that I never had the opportunity to see. So they were playing at a few like smaller, like local places, and I was working security at the time. And the guy who was supposed to relieve me on security, it was New Year's Eve. The son of a bitch decided he was going out partying all night, and he refused to relieve me. So I wound up getting stuck at the damn shift for a whole nother shift, not another 8-hour shift. So I missed out on it. And then the second time I was supposed to see Suicidal, it was at an Ozfest, and something happened with them and their scheduling, and they got pulled or thrown off by Sharon. I can't remember which one it was. But they wound up not being on the freaking one that I was going to. I was like, son of a bitch. And it was the same thing with Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden had some kind of freaking outs with Sharon and got thrown off the tour before I was going to see him.
She's a bit of a hard ass, isn't she?
Oh, big time.
What's up, Soul Assassin? Everyone has their favorite bands, but all respect Motorhead. See, I'm not a huge Motorhead fan, but I do, what songs I know of theirs I do dig. Oh, Nelson, you're not connected. It says not connected, Nelson.
Another one that I always enjoyed was these guys.
Oh, he's back. It said device not connected for a second, Nelson.
So Alice in Chains is another.
Yeah,
one.
Alice in Chains is awesome.
Freaking.
Do you dig
like,
the new stuff with the Indian?
I don't
guy?
mind it. Like they have this one song called Grind. I mean,
Yeah, Grind. I remember from the album with the dog with 3 legs, right?
no, or is it Stone? I'm sorry, it's not Grind. It's Stone.
Grind was on that album with the.
Yeah,
with the
I always
self-titled.
get confused between those 2 titles. Yeah, so it's Stone with the new guy, and man, that rocks. I mean, there's a few. I forget the name of the one, but it almost sounds like a chainsaw when they're playing.
Did you ever see them live?
I can't remember if I seen them at Ozfest or not. Like most of the bands I got to see later on was at Ozfest. Like when I was younger, I didn't have money, so we seen Injustice for All, we seen Metallica, and we seen the Jesus, it was Queensryche was playing with them, and the other one there was one other band that we went to see, but the other big one that we seen was the what the hell was it called? Headbangers Ball tour. And we seen like Halloween, Exodus, Anthrax. Nice. Yeah. But Anthrax, yeah, I didn't have a lot of money to see bands. We did see the same place that I was supposed to see Suicidal though. And I know it's a hit or miss for some people. I like a few of their songs. We seen Cinderella at this little the hole in the wall place, and they actually sounded good live.
Cinderella, don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yes,
that's Cinderella.
Don't know what you got till it's
I like that song because of the cheese factor. It's a very cheesy song.
Oh, let me throw out just one last one, like not necessarily an honorable mention, but they're not metal, I wouldn't say, but I mean, I do have them. Hold up, I do have them. Tattooed on me. Can you see that typo negative symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, for you, Nelson.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to start playing that.
Yeah, everybody knows that one when you hear it.
Black number one.
I actually saw them live. They were.
How were they?
They were awesome.
Great.
They got into a toilet paper war with the audience. It was hilarious.
Wait, both of you saw them?
I seen them twice at the Trocadero. Both times was on Halloween. The one time they came dressed up like zombies, and like by the end of the set, like the makeup shit was peeling off, and it looked like dead skin falling off them. It was freaking great.
And so they sounded great too, and just man, that's I haven't heard of any bad shows by them. That's I watch a lot of old live footage of them because obviously I didn't get to see them before Peter Steele died, but fuck, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
Did they do the
yeah.
Did they do the toilet paper war with the audience, Tommy?
They did on the second time, not the first time when they had the zombie makeup on, but the second time they did.
No, he pegged this girl in the tit with a wine bottle too. It was hilarious. She was the only girl on her boyfriend's shoulders pulling up her shirt, and Peter Steele, like he was done with his bottle, and he fucking flung it into the crowd and pegged her right in her tit.
Oh man! Oh, it was like throwing out a drumstick, like here's a souvenir, and he got her in the.
But yeah, typo was good.
If there was one band that I wanted to see just for the cheese factor, what they did, and it's not to say their music was bad, but the performance they gave was absolutely hilarious. If you ever seen videos of it, was fucking Gore.
Gore, every time I see footage of a Gore concert, it looks like fun.
Seen them. Saw them at the Vic in Chicago in 2005. They killed Mike Tyson. They cut his pecs off and ripped his heart out. Gore killed Oderus for a little. Well, he kind of killed him. I don't know. Sylvester Hyman cut off Oderus's dick because he was yelling at her to suck it, and she just came up and chopped it off. There were people who were offended by that. I was like, dude, it's Gore. Like, seriously, like,
what the hell are you going to a Gore concert for? You gotta expect this shit.
Yeah, if you listen to some of their lyrics, like, we are Gore and we'll go far. We got guitars. We'll eat your car, and you're taking them seriously.
Trash the bar. Well, this dude was like in the crowd. He was like, "Oh, that's feminazi bullshit." I was like, "Dude, it's joke. Like it's not. There's this cuttlefish. It's back. It's fine. Calm down. But yeah,
are they splattering the crowd with like fake blood and shit?
oh yeah, dude. And they attacked like both sides, man. They killed George W. Bush. They killed Barack Obama. They killed Marilyn Manson. Those guys hate everybody. They just make fun of everybody.
God, there's another band, freaking singer gone way too soon.
Who?
Guy who did, the guy who did Odorous. Yeah.
What's funny is at the beginning of the show, I saw Dave Brocky, the guy who plays Ballsack, the Jaws of Death, their rhythm guitarist, and Jizmac, the drummer. They were at the bar, out of costume, and nobody fucking recognized them. And the only reason I recognize them is because I saw their band that used to be Ex-Cops, now Dave Brocky Experience, a couple months before that, at this shitty little show in South Bend, where I'm from. And South Bend, Indiana, and fucking I just doxed myself. Woo-hoo. Anyway, but I walk up to I say, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And Ballsack, his eyes got really wide, and he's like, "Nope, don't tell anybody who I am." And he ran off, and I was like, "Jizmac, what's up?" And he's like, "Shh, don't tell him my secret identity." And then I walked up to Dave Brocky, and I was like, Dave, can I buy you a beer? And he stops, he looks at me, and he goes, "I'm not fucking you." I was like, what? He goes, "You can buy me a drink, but I'm not." Did you put on
his sad face and say, "Damn it"?
I know. But he goes, seriously, don't say the O word. Don't say who I am, because we kind of like it that nobody knows what we look like out of costume. So we're just hanging, having a beer. I said, "Oh man, well, I saw you in the Palace show where you got naked and jumped." They put a fountain in front of Dave Brocky in this stage and didn't expect him to get naked and go splashing around in the fountain. He did.
Funny thing about Gwar, and I'm sure you know this one, Nelson. It's for anybody watching doesn't know. Gwar actually started their band pretty much as it was a college project,
art school project.
Yeah, because they had to create a business and make money on it. So they decided they were going to try their hand at being a band. And did so well that they decided to keep going with it.
Oh man, I'm glad they did. And it's one of those things, like, yeah, it sucks that Dave Brocky died. It sucks that, like, I think a couple of the guys that have been Beefcake the Mighty, the bass player, have died. But like, they can just kind of keep going. I mean, they did. They did pick up a new singer and everything, and they kept going. So yeah, they got Blotar, and then I think they had to kick out the screaming lady. What was her name? Volvatron. She was like getting belligerent or something, but that happens. But so yeah, they still got Blotar. So yeah, it's just kind of this revolving cast of people. I think the only two original members are the drummer, whatever Jizmac the Gusher's real name is, and whatever Ballsack the Jaws of Death, the rhythm guitarist. I think they're the only two original members. So that's cool. I mean, it's not like Napalm Death where there's no original members left anymore.
Well,
there was a few of those bands that had revolving doors, like SOD, MOD. Like there was a lot of revolving doors in that, and it was very short lived. And real quick, what's going on, Soul Assassin? Yeah, I could agree with that. Everybody respects Motorhead.
Oh yeah.
There was something I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, where they said, "See, this is what I disagree with this being put together. It's not in good taste." Now,
Pantera.
No offense to Zakk Wylde and Charlie Benante, because they're both great musicians. But the way things ended with Pantera, Phil should fucking know better. Phil Anselmo should know better than to try and put the band together and tour as Pantera. Call them something else. You play the Pantera songs. Don't call yourselves Pantera.
You know what they should have called themselves? Here's my perfect workaround for it. So they're going to do all the same stuff as Pantera. Don't call yourselves Pantera. Just call yourselves one of your album and call yourself the Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah, anything but Pantera.
Or Great Southern Trendkill.
Not with the way shit ended between them.
No, because wasn't it all right? So Vinny and Dime were okay with like you doing a line of coke every now and again and drinking and smoking weed, but Phil started shooting up heroin
and he fucking died. He literally died.
and Vinny and Dime, I know Daryl, they were like, "No, dude, we don't want to be in a band with you if you're doing hard drugs." And Rex was just, whatever, I'm here. And then, so they broke it off and started Damage Plan. And then Phil was saying, oh, I'm done with Pantera. I don't want to be a heavy metal grandpa. Oh, after the Damage Plan started, and it's like, well, look at you now. You're a heavy metal grandpa. You never, don't even get me started.
Vinny and Dime were also upset because they wanted to get back to work. And Phil was like, we are all just dragging ass. And then all of a sudden they see that Phil put out Super Joint Ritual. So, whatever he was doing, he's a don't get me wrong. Love the guy. He's a great front man. Awesome fucking vocalist. Seems like a real shithead.
Yeah, he fucked him over, man. Yeah, it's like George R.R. Martin not finishing his books but doing 50 other things. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Yeah.
Does that really happen? Oh, and one more for you guys.
See, that's the ones. That's every time like someone mentions Pantera, I was like, oh, Walk. There's so much better songs than Walk, bro.
Yeah, Walk's the radio-friendly one.
Yeah.
Suicide Note Part 2 is probably my favorite.
I like Slaughtered from Far Beyond Driven. Far Beyond Driven, I can listen to that album straight through.
Dude, Drag the Waters is my jam, man.
Yeah, Drag the Waters is good. Down, Down I liked. I have their first album. Who was it? It was 2 from Pantera, Corrosion of Conformity, and I forget the other band. Remember Down?
Yeah, I see him live.
Stone the
Phil
Crow.
was so fucked up he could barely talk. He was like,
sounds like Phil.
Next song, heavy breathing, reminds me of big, heavy tits.
He's
so
probably
heavy.
going through fucking DTs.
Yeah, dude, he was probably fucking shooting up heroin before the show.
What's up, Dino? How you doing?
Well, I'm happy.
He took so much time explaining stuff between songs that were finally people started yelling, "Get to the fucking song!"
Yeah, he seems like a real fucking asshole.
Yeah, it was right after he left Pantera and started Superjoint and was still doing stuff with Pepper Keenan from Corrosion of Conformity doing Down. And like, again, I love his legacy. I love what he did with Pantera, Down, and even Superjoint's cool. But yeah, he screwed over Diamond Vinny.
Yeah, he did. And then he like that. Did you ever see the VH? Remember VH1 Behind the Music? They had a Pantera episode.
Yeah,
and
I need to watch that.
And he's like, I don't know. I see it as crocodile tears, man. The way he was acting.
What, after Dime died?
Yeah. This was before Vinny died. It was in between Dime and Vinny dying.
Well, the way that Dime died, that was fucking ridiculous. Brutal, man.
Yeah, because of some moron jumping on stage
and shooting him.
I heard his last words were,
yeah, because of him in the split with Pantera. Like, really?
Didn't the guy accuse him of stealing some of his fucking written music or something? Allegedly, obviously, Dimebag Darrell wouldn't do that.
I remember hearing the thing that he read some fucking article in a magazine where Phil was slamming Dime and Vinny, and decided to just go whack job and fucking did what he did.
I heard after he hit the ground, he still finished the last 4 notes on his guitar solo, and then his last words were, "Kill that motherfucker." I don't know how true that is, but that'd be fucking awesome if it was true. That'd be legendary.
Cemetery Gates. Yeah, Cemetery Gates is another one that's like very radio friendly. They play
still a great song, but yeah.
It is, but not compared to Cowboys from Hell. Cowboys from Hell makes you want to fucking start throwing shit across the room and fucking kicking holes.
I heard Dimebag could be blackout drunk, and they could put a guitar in his hand, stand him up, splash some water in his face, and go, "All right, show starting, play Cowboys," and Dimebag would play it perfectly. Like, he just had the muscle memory. Like, no matter how screwed up he was, he'd still put on a great show.
Oh, and that is 100% true, and I can tell you that from all the years that I played with different bands and stuff like that. So you get to a point, you just know where everything is on the freaking instrument, and you can just play it. I mean, that's how you see a lot of these guys wind up pretty much, they'll close their eyes and play. And if you're not used to doing that same song repetitively like that, it's a little difficult. But once you get into that zone, of where everything is. You can literally, your hand just moves right into the spots. So
See, I was
Despite
always
Phil
a
being
singer in bands. So
Despite
Tommy,
Phil
you
being
played
a
bass.
shithead.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I was gonna say, despite Phil being a shithead, Pantera is one of my favorite all-time bands. They're
Yes,
probably
but
like
I
top 5. They're probably top 3.
absolutely agree with you that fucking they should not call that band
No,
Pantera. No, they
it's
should not.
it's spitting in the fucking face of both of them.
And also, they should not call whatever that thing is Static X now, because Wayne Static's dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that the lead singer of Dope now though?
I don't know, but either way, they shouldn't call it Static X
I
because
loved Static X. I saw them twice.
Hey, what up, Frankie?
What's up, Frankie? How you doing, bro?
my
From
old
Hell's
boss gave that to me. He was at the he was at the live show where they shot Walk, and he gave that to me, just saying, hey, thanks for a couple years of working with me and good times. And so I wasn't at the Walk show, but he was, and he got that.
Remember those catalogs they used to have, like, what was it, like Rockabilia or something like that, and like or Blue Grape or some shit, but they would have all the T-shirts. I remember seeing that particular one in the '90s. The pop.
Oh yeah, Blue Grape.
Pantera one.
Blue Grape did Typo Negative. They did everybody, man.
Machine Head. Yeah, I have a
Machine Head.
Back in the day, like, the old malls, back when you could still smoke in the malls, which most people don't seem to recall anymore. But you always had one of those shops in the malls, like the one that was near us over there in Jersey was called Oriental Pearl, and like all the rock merchandise you can get, and like they always had some of the tour shirts and everything like that, all the big satin tapestries that they had.
Yep.
Black lights.
I have a Slayer one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Slayer. Yeah, have you guys seen Slayer?
No, I never saw Slayer. I wasn't the biggest Slayer fan, but I could listen to their music. I can't say I hated their music because I liked a lot of their shit. I never saw them. Never bought a CD either.
Oh man, I have a bunch of their albums. Tommy, how were they?
They were good. They were good, and I seen them. That was another one I seen at Ozfest. Same as like Megadeth and a few of the other ones. Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie puts on a hell of a fucking show, and so does Marilyn Manson. Believe it or not, hell of a fucking stage performance.
Yeah, Slipknot.
Slipknot didn't do a huge stage performance, but they sounded good. You know who sounds horrible live? And I've said this over and over. I've seen them 3 separate times at Ozfest, and each time they stunk. Was Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think they fit in with Ozfest anyway. Certain bands, I don't know.
I slept during their set in 2002 or 2003 or something because it had already been a long day because everything started at 10 and they came on at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So I just slept through them and Papa Roach because, like, I don't hate them, but like I didn't think they fit in at Ozfest. Oh, but what was funny was that fucking come my lady, come my lady, that crazy town. Okay. So they played, right? At this Ozfest, I woke up because people were yelling so fucking loud for this band to get the fuck off the stage. Right?
Didn't that guy die recently?
I don't know if Shifty Sheepshank or whatever his name.
Shifty Sheepskin.
My buddy Reverend Rhino used to call him Shifty Sheepshank. But anyway, so they started out with some of their like heavier rapcore songs, and they played 2 of those, right? And then they played Butterfly. And the crowd was booing so fucking loud that Shifty Sheepshank said, y'all want to hate? Why don't you throw some shit at us and let us know that you hate us? And dude, it was like the arrows in 300 from the Persian army. Like, people threw their shoes, they threw cups, they threw grass, they threw just like they blotted out the sky. And it just hit the stage and just swarmed these dudes. They got pegged by everything and they left 3 songs in because they were tired of getting hit with shit while they tried to play Butterfly.
See, I remember hearing that about it was the Clash of the Titans tour in the '90s and the early '90s when it was Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth, and they had Alice in Chains opening for them, and Alice in Chains was not well known at the time, and Alice in Chains would get booed mercifully, no, unmercifully off stage like every time they were fucking coming out.
That sucks.
It does
I heard. I heard in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, Tommy might be able to confirm this. Is it true bands used to get booed off stage opening for Slayer because people just wanted to see Slayer?
Yeah, it would happen. When we the one I said when we seen Injustice for All, Queensryche was actually getting some booze.
Damn. Wait, on Metallica's Injustice for All tour?
Yeah.
Oh, people were just there to see Metallica and we're like, get the fuck out of here, Queensryche.
Yeah, a lot of people do that shit. And you were talking about odd bands that you see at Ozfest. One of the ones, and believe it or not, they did put on a good stage performance. So he had a giant toilet on stage. It was during the hot dog water.
Yeah.
They sound great live though. I mean, no matter whether you hate their music or not, they sound just like you would hear on the radio.
I am not going to apologize. I liked Limp Bizkit's first 2 albums.
Yes, their first 2 albums are amazing. I will, unapologetically say they are badass. Oh, Wes Borland's band Blacklight Burns has 3 really great albums. It's kind of like sounds kind of like 9 Inch Nails or Ministry. Like, check them out; they're pretty cool.
Industrial sounding.
Yeah, but it's got like a rocking sound to it too. It's just weird. Wes Borland's a weird motherfucker, but yeah, they're called Blacklight Burns. They're badass.
Didn't Wes Borland end up getting back with Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, him and Fred Durst used to get in fistfights before shows, man. They hated each other. Oh, now Fred Durst looks like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z.
The last time I saw him, he looked like somebody's like fucking down on their luck dad. He's like like he'd be driving a station wagon to the fucking stadium or something.
He's got a big gray beard and a shaved head. It's great.
So here, I got a question for you guys. You already mentioned Slayer. Like, did you guys listen to any other black metal like Venom?
I never got into Venom. No. I see. But
you know what got me interested?
Bands I know more from their T-shirts than actually their songs.
Well, you know what got me interested in Venom though? What got me interested in Venom was actually one song in particular. It was just so creepy of a song. So they had this one. It was called "Buried Alive." You want to hear a creepy ass song? Go ahead and find "Buried Alive" and listen to it. That shit is creepy. Yeah.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I know their drummer is insane and has like one of the biggest drum kits in metal.
Look, Kerry King put out a solo album.
What?
Everybody's putting out solo. Did you see Mick Mars has been doing solo stuff too?
Yeah.
What? Let's check those out.
This was a band I always heard of too. Primer 55. I never heard their music. Anyone remember Primer 55? This sounds like a band that would have been around Ozfest time.
They were rapcore, yeah. They were like late 90s, early 2000s rapcore,
like Reveille and shit
era.
like that.
Yeah. They didn't flush celebrities down the toilet like Limp Bizkit. But yeah.
Oh, Chris Christopherson died today.
Isn't that Whistler from Blade 1, 2, and 3?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, rest in peace. That sucks. He was a great actor.
He was a guitar player, wasn't he? Wasn't he a singer and a guitar player? I think he was.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, he did. He did. Oh Jesus, what was that Convoy? Wasn't?
Oh, that was Convoy? Him. That wasn't John Denver.
No, in the role. I thought that was Christopherson in the role on Convoy.
Monomarth is badass. I got to see them live soon. Fucking Triumph of the Thunder God is great fucking album. That's Viking metal, man. They're sweet as shit. But no, that dude, yeah, that sucks. Chris Christopherson, I think he was actually a good musician, unlike Steven Seagal.
Yeah, he was in. He was in.
So you don't like the Lawman's music, bro?
Fuck Steven Seagal, dude. I can't stand that fat tub of shit.
Oh, this band too. Yeah. All right. See, I saw this band live. Kitty, the hot little. They were a bunch of hot little fucking metalhead girls.
Yep. Saw them live too.
People hated them just for the simple fact that they were like almost like 20-year-old girls. People straight up. I remember there was I was working with someone and we had the radio going and we had a metal station on. And the girl DJ, she was talking about the show that had just happened, the Kitty show that had just happened, and she did not want to mention Kitty's name because she hated them.
Well, there was a bunch of those female metal type bands that were coming out all around the same time. So Kitty was one of them. The other one that I seen, they were unheard of at the time when they got invited to Ozfest, and they played on one of the smaller stages. Because I went, they had 2 small stages, and one side they had Drowning Pool playing.
Was it Drowning Pool with the dead
With
lead
the original
The
singer,
fat
it was
guy.
right before he died. It was right before he died. So I'd
Yep.
seen
I saw his last
one
show.
of his one of his last few shows.
Right before his body hit the floor?
Yeah. And
No,
then the other stage, you had this new band, OTEP, playing.
Yeah,
And they weren't bad. They
Yeah,
weren't bad.
No,
But she's the only girl in the band. There's
yeah,
only
she's the only girl in the band, but she's a fucking lefty nutbar now. She went full authoritarian left. I checked her Facebook a couple months ago, and she was talking about, is Hillary Clinton that bad? Has she really killed people? And I was like, oh, I'm out.
Well,
And yeah,
most of
Orange
them
Man
are, though,
bad.
it
Orange
seems
Man
now.
bad.
It's
Huh?
annoying when they
Most
start
of them
doing
are.
that, because Rob Flynn from fucking Machine Head started doing that lefty bullshit.
Oh
too.
yeah, so did Nurgle from Behemoth, man. They both got on the you get double jabbed and triple boosted, everybody. Wait, is there certain shit I shouldn't talk about? Or
Well, let's put it this way. You know the world is ending if Tom Araya comes out and he starts supporting them.
wait, Tom Araya from Slayer is fucking
No,
telling everybody?
he's not. I'm saying if he does,
Oh.
you
When
know
it
the world's
happens,
ending.
when it happens, check outside for the apocalypse.
Okay. I was gonna say, because that motherfucker, he's always smiling because he's always making babies with his hot ass wife. So yeah, like, when does he care?
But so like, did you guys during the grunge era, right? Did you hate grunge like a lot of metalheads did?
I actually, shit, how did it go? Okay, I got into metal first. Somebody played Ministry, Psalm 69, Metallica, Ride the Lightning, Metallica, Master of Puppets, and Megadeth, Rest in Peace. Those were the first metal albums I heard. And I should have just stayed with those, but then I got into grunge right after that. And then I came back to metal in like the early 2000s. So yeah, that was my journey.
Sorry, see, I hated that it was a trend because I can't stand when shit like becomes trendy. I love the music, and the one thing I do have to thank grunge for is putting the final nail in the coffin for hair metal, because good God, hair metal was fucking going way too overboard.
Yeah, fuck Poison and just butt rock. No.
Although I will say I did like some Motley Crue songs. I won't
Motley Crue did have a couple good songs, but you didn't have to dress up like chicks to do it, you know.
Yeah, their early stuff was really good. Bones talking about L7. Another like female led vocalist was the Breeders. But the only song I remember it being any good was Cannonball.
That was Pretend We're Dead, right? L7.
Shitless. Yeah, they were on the Natural Born Killers soundtrack with Shitless. But yeah, Pretend We're Dead was L7.
Oh, what was the other band you said? The other, the Breeders.
The Breeders.
Yeah, they were all girls, weren't they? Weren't they all girls, or was it just the lead singer?
They had a guy or two in there. I forget how many. It's been
Is
a
that
long
a
time.
nod to gay and lesbian people? Like, hey, everybody, we're the Breeders. We're not gays and lesbians.
Well, wasn't L7 supposed to be something like a 69? Like it's because like when you hold up your fingers, like a L and a 7. I thought they did some stupid shit like that.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. Yeah, they had some weird sex meaning. A lot of bands do that with their song titles, their albums, their covers. Yeah, some of it gets like really dark, like
or like Wasp.
Yeah, Blackie Lawless
guy with a buzzsaw on his dick.
No, that was just fun. But Tipper Gore hated it in the Satanic Panic. She's like, we need to get rid of this guy's codpiece.
I haven't heard a Wasp song probably in like probably since the 80s.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, they were part of the Satanic Panic. Wasp and D&D were evil guys. Yeah, totally. You know, I mean, I started worshiping Satan after I played D&D. So,
like I was listening to a lot of stuff that was probably different than you guys. So, I mean, I was listening to like the early foundations of what would be metal. So, listen to Black Sabbath, listen to Diamondback,
King Diamond. Oh.
No, Diamondback. So if you remember, Metallica did "Am I Evil"?
Yeah,
that wasn't their song. That's by a band called Diamondback.
I never knew that. Never knew.
Yeah, you listen to the original version of it. It's not much different than what Metallica does. It's just the singer actually has a little bit higher of a voice in certain parts of the song. Like really, like yeah. It's good though. It's a good song. They still play it too. I understand.
So did you
Definitely,
guys?
I'll check it out.
Did you guys got into metal on your own? You didn't have like anybody like influencing you playing the music, and like you just started digging it.
I had a drunk piece of shit that was my older my best friend growing up. His older brother Reggie got me into metal when he wasn't getting drunk and kicking the shit out of me and his brother. He was a piece of shit, but at least he got us into good music.
Oh, I have a similar story, but a similar upbringing with metal. A certain person that I used to fucking consider family, who I don't anymore. Yeah, he would buy every single Iron Maiden tape. So I was basically raised at home. I was raised on Iron Maiden, and then when I would go out to a friend, it didn't matter where I was, who I was hanging out with. At least somebody that was hanging out in whoever's house we were hanging out with had appetite for destruction, and he just popped that shit in and let that shit play all day.
Welcome to the bunghole. That song's about Westville. It's about a prison in my state, Westville, Indiana.
And Axl Rose is a dick. I met Axl Rose when I was 12 years old. He's a dick.
Oh, what did he do? Did he slap you in the face and tell you to fuck off?
No, a motherfucker just like big leagued me. It was just on the streets of Manhattan. We used to sneak down to Manhattan, and we're just wandering the streets. There's a limo parked, and I'm looking at the guy, and then I tap my friends. I'm like, "Is that fucking Axl Rose?" And we're all just standing there, like looking, like the one of my friends was like, "No, that's not him. That's not him." And then me and my other friend were definitely convinced it was him. And I went up to him. I was like, "Are you Axl Rose?" He goes, "Yeah, hey, what's up?" And then he like big leagued me by just turning his back immediately to me and having his big fat fucking security guard stand right in front of me with his arms crossed.
What a fucking tool, man.
I was like 12 years old, bro.
That never meet your fucking heroes.
That didn't stop. Yeah, that was where I learned that. I learned that lesson a long time ago. But Axl was never one of my favorites anyway.
See, Frankie knows what I'm talking about. Diamondback's "Am I Evil" on his playlist.
What up, Frankie?
What up, Frankie? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I would get that confused sometimes too. I would think it was Diamond Head. It's actually Diamondback.
See, this is all right. So my favorite band, I would have to say, and they're kind of on the fence of metal because they have a lot of fucking heavy sound and shit, but then they'll go and just like it'll be like straight up keyboard. Faith No More. I love Faith No More.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
The Real Thing and Angel Dust are two of my favorite all-time albums.
What's the album with the pelican on it, man? I've been listening
Angel
to that
Dust.
one. Oh God, that's an amazing
with Midlife
album.
Crisis. Hell yeah, that album is fun. Every song on that album is so different from it goes all over the place. And plus, Mike Patton is my favorite fucking singer. I love Mike Patton. Mike Patton is fucking awesome.
He so I guess the Dillinger Escape Plan, they asked him to be their singer after their first singer Dimitri left, and he said, "No, I can't do it. I've got too many projects," because he had Phantom Oath and Mr. Bungle and Tomahawk and like 50 bands going because he's a fucking G. Tomahawk's amazing, by the way. I have both their albums.
God hates a coward. I love
that. God hates a coward, Sonny. Put a tape in your VCR. All right. But yeah. Oh yeah. Watch another action movie. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'll shut up.
But what Tommy was saying before, how who did you say got kicked off of Ozfest? Iron Maiden and who else?
Iron Maiden and Suicidal ran. Yeah, I think both of them ran afoul of Sharon, and they're not the first band.
Fuck Sharon. She kicked Marilyn Manson off because he ate one of his backup singers' pussies on stage. It's like, dude, you're lucky his drummer didn't lick his asshole out. Like, he's fucking crazy. What did you expect? You invite fucking crazy, you're gonna get crazy. But yeah, dude, Mike Patton fucking and she wouldn't let Rob Zombie have his sexy go-go dancers when I saw him, so that was fucking lame. Yeah,
go-go dancer is too much for this fucking old broad.
Yeah, fuck her, man. She's a fucking hypocrite and a piece of shit. I don't fuck her. Don't get me started. But yeah, Mike Patton.
Tommy was saying how they got kicked off Ozfest tour.
What did Iron Maiden get kicked off for?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But
yeah,
Faith No More got kicked off. They were touring in '92,
What did Mike Patton piss on himself or something? He does crazy shit.
Yeah, I know he does. He's a bit of a fucking odd job. He I don't know if it was him, but they said members of Faith No More were bad mouthing Guns N' Roses in a magazine.
Yeah. Oh, they hated each other. Good.
And so it was Faith No More opening for Guns N' Roses and Metallica. And this was the huge summer tour of '92. And Faith No More ended up getting kicked off the tour. They were starting to get their shine back when Angel Dust was released, because Midlife Crisis was getting played all the time on the radio. They were showing the video all the time on MTV. And I noticed that once they got kicked off the tour, their star started to fade again. So I blame Axl Rose for Faith No More losing their fucking popularity.
Oh yeah, no, dude, he blackballed him because him and Mike Patton were they didn't like each other. They got into it backstage a couple of times, and yeah, Axl Rose did everything he could to fuck up their popularity and get them canceled off tour dates and just make it hard for them to work in the industry.
I would have loved to see Mike Patton beat the shit out of Axl Rose.
Oh, he would have too, dude, because he's already a pretty decent sized guy, but he's nuts. Axl Rose is like fake fucking prima donna nuts.
Yeah,
he's not nuts at all. Yeah, I mean, Sebastian Bach fucking challenged him to a celebrity boxing match with no bodyguards, and he wouldn't do it. Because Sebastian Bach would have fucked him up too. From Skid Row?
Yeah, but I watched Sebastian Bach get the shit kicked out of him by the dude from Biohazard.
Oh, Evan Seinfeld beat his ass?
Yeah.
Oh, when did that happen?
There was a show. I was telling Tommy about this a while back. There was this show putting the band together or something like that.
Oh.
It was Scott Ian, Sebastian Bach, Evan Seinfeld, and Ted Nugent.
Oh, well, Evan Seinfeld's a tank, though, man. Like, it's just, I'm not saying Sebastian Bach's the toughest guy in the world, but, oh, yeah, he was a porn star with Tara Patrick for a minute. But, yeah, dude. Oh, dude, fucking funny story about Evan Seinfeld. Back when MySpace first started, I had a buddy that was trying his hand at tattooing, and he wasn't very good, and he had 3 tattoo pics, and I forgot that I was still signed into his profile, and I messaged Evan Seinfeld, direct messaged him on MySpace, and I said, hey, what are the chances of me doing a couple tattoos on you to bang your girlfriend, Tara? And the next day, this dude, Matt, I didn't realize I was still signed into his profile. He's like, why did Evan Seinfeld message me, Neil? He texted me, and he says that, and I said, what did he say? And he said he was going to come to my house. He said he didn't get tattoos from shitty nobody scratchers, but he could come to my house if I give my address, kick in my door, hand me a video camera, and I could tape it while he bangs my mom in the ass.
Yo, he wasn't just going out where he married that broad.
Oh yeah, dude. I didn't know that. Damn, well, good for him, man. She's hot as fuck.
Well, she does. I wonder what she looks like now. Probably not good.
I don't know. You can Google it. But yeah, no, man. I mean, I don't doubt he beat up Sebastian Bach. But Sebastian Bach can kick the shit out of Axl Rose.
Soul Assassin, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, when Danzig got knocked out by that guy, that was awesome.
Oh yeah,
did you ever see that one, Nelson?
was that the one of the guys from Full Blown Chaos, or that was some big hardcore dude knocked? Yeah, well, Danzig got back up though. He got back up.
Yeah, all right, because I only saw the video cut off after he got knocked down.
No, if you watch the full video,
he was trying to be all tough guy. He was trying to be all tough guy with that dude.
With the guy twice his size too. That was
like a sumo, bro. Like it was like
yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the lead singer of Full Blown Chaos, and that dude is like old school New York hardcore. That guy is fucking. He's not one to fuck around with. That'd be like,
you know who? I was going to say, Nelson. You know who I never seen nobody really try to test. Testament.
Who's that? Testament's badass.
Guys from Testament. You ever see how big those fucking guys are?
I didn't know they were big, but yeah, man, they made a fucking death metal album that was fucking badass, and their thrash shit before that is awesome too. Damn, I didn't know they were that big.
Bowen said he saw Marilyn Manson a few times. I know some dude who legit got pissed on by Marilyn Manson.
Oh god,
asshole. Started pissing at the audience, like literally pissing on the audience.
That's some G.G. Allen shit.
Not the way Ramstein did it with the fucking strap on, and he had like that Wizinator, the thing to fake drug tests.
Yeah. Or Guar had fake piss. Odorous was fake pissing on the
But
crowd
no,
with his cuttlefish.
this dude got legit Marilyn Manson piss all over him.
That's
and we were
fucking
making
disgusting.
fun of him for the rest of our lives after that.
Oh my god, dude, I'd be so fucking mad. Fuck that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be fucking, oh, Marilyn Manson pissed on me. I'd be like, wait, I'm waiting for you in the parking lot, Marilyn.
Yeah, fucking good luck getting in your tour bus,
Gross motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming to my show. Let me piss on you. What is he, R. Kelly? God damn. What a dick, dude. Yeah, he was good when I saw him live, but yeah, it was before he ate the backup dancers snatch on stage.
He did that on stage.
Well, all right. So what happened was it was 2 shows after the Ozfest. I saw him in 2004, I think, or 5, and so he had the Be Obscene ladies, the Rockettes, doing the high kicks, doing backing vocals and like backing dancing. And one of them was doing the high kicks, and he grabbed her panties and ripped them off in the mid high kick, like grabbed her by right above the pussy. He grabbed her right above the pussy, and he ripped her panties off. And then she started reverse crab walking around the stage, and he got down on his hands and knees like a dog and ate her pussy while she was reverse crab walking on stage. So it kind of started out as a, hey, I'm going to rip these off, and then escalated into like full on cunnilingus on stage.
Have either of you guys, all right, this band didn't last very long because the lead singer died in a car accident. Have you guys ever heard of this band called Snot?
Snot, Lynn Straight. Oh man,
Yo,
I gotta.
Yo, that album.
Oh, I love that album.
Album is awesome. Like, disregard the name. The music is fucking amazing.
Oh, dude, get some, man. Isn't that the name of the album? Or that's
I think it was self-titled. I think the album was self-titled.
Okay. But
Get Some was one of the songs, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's a phenomenal album. Oh, and LeJean Witherspoon from Seven Dust. I was reading an article in
Seven Dust is dope too. I like
they're amazing live. I've seen them twice. They're awesome. But yeah, so he was saying they asked him what his favorite memory of Lynn Straight was, and he said that at that Ozfest where Limp Bizkit was flushing the celebrities down the toilet.
He got a blowjob from a girl on the toilet.
Well, no. Okay, so
the toilet, right?
But the backstory was that she was this dominatrix that was coming out while in between sets while the bands were setting up, and she was like talking shit to the crowd and like showing skin and saying, "I can break every one of you, and you're all pathetic men." And then Lynn Straight was getting a fucking blowjob from her a half hour later after she called the whole crowd pathetic. In clear view of the crowd. He got arrested for that?
Yeah, he got arrested for that.
Oh man. Hey, he did porn too.
He did?
Yes, he did one scene. And my buddy Mikey was like, "Hey dude, check out here, borrow this DVD." And he goes, "Go to scene 5." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, you're gonna recognize someone." So I go to scene 5, I get home later, and I text Mikey, I'm like, "Is that Lynn Straight?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, that's Lynn Straight, fucking those 2 cheerleaders in that locker room." Oh, he's a crazy motherfucker. Rest in peace. Did
you ever hear that tribute album they did with him?
Straight up, yeah, that was decent.
I only heard that one song was the Angel's Son. That was the only song I remember hearing from him.
Oh, dude, listen to the whole album. It's decent. Yeah. System of a Down's on there. Fucking Static X is on there. Cold Chamber, bunch of shit.
Yeah, I'll have to fucking listen. I'll throw that on YouTube one day and just let the album play.
Yeah. Didn't he slide off an icy road or slid off a road with the dog Dobbs?
I just know it was a car accident. I didn't know what happened. I know him and the dog died.
Yeah, I think they slid off a fucking mountain cliff road or something. He lost control of the vehicle. It might have been well, no, it wasn't a black ice situation like with Cliff Burton and Metallica, because Hetfield walked up and down that road looking for the black ice.
Were they at Ozfest when you went there, Tommy? Did Snot play?
I don't remember seeing them.
Yeah, I remember because I got this. I had this CD. It was a double CD, and it had all the bands that were playing that particular year on Ozfest.
Did you see him live at Ozfest that year?
Me? No, I never went to Ozfest. I just got a CD. Like, I ordered it through the mail, and it's like they weren't live tracks. They were taking like a song from each album and putting it. It was 2 CDs
Yeah.
worth of them. They had Typo Negative, Fear Factory. Fear Factory, I fucking love. Fear
Oh,
Factory.
they're amazing live. Did you guys
fucking
ever see them?
awesome. But yeah, I saw them live. I saw them in Static X.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, Static
Yeah,
X.
that was one cool thing they always did at the Ozfest is all the free handouts for music that they used to give every year. Like you would get one automatically when you walked in the gate, and then after you got in, there usually be a couple more people handing out stuff. So
Oh yeah,
there was all kinds.
I remember every show they would have the people outside with the demo tapes and shit. That's how I found out about Mudvayne. I never heard Mudvayne, and I think it was coming out of a Deftones show. Deftones,
Oh.
another one of my favorite bands. I love Deftones.
Did you ever see Deftones live?
Twice.
Oh man, how were they?
Awesome.
Mudvayne, I only got to see 3 songs. It was Ozfest 2004. Taproot spent an extra 45 minutes doing sound check and setting up.
God, I haven't heard that band's name in decades.
But people were pissed because they were only supposed to take 5-10 minutes to set up, and instead they took 45, so they cut into a half hour of fucking Mudvayne's time. So Mudvayne went from being able to have a 45-minute set to having like 12 minutes set, and they were fucking pissed. And so were we. We only got to see 3 songs.
What's the new band with it? Hell Yeah?
Hell Yeah. Yeah, that was they did that as a tribute to Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what you do. You start a new band.
Yeah. Yeah. Mad Season. Yeah, I remember Mad Season. I remember that Lifeless Dead. What did they have? Lifeless Dead, I Don't Know Anything. And they had a third song they were playing on the radio all the time.
Mad Season, I'll have to check that out. I knew Lane Staley did a couple side projects.
Yeah, it was him. I think the guitarist from Pearl Jam. What's the name? McCready or something?
Not a fan of Eddie Vedder's Politics, but I still like Pearl Jam's first 2 albums.
Yeah, I liked 10. 10 was awesome.
Yeah.
Where do you guys stand with the new metal scene? See, I liked it. I there were a lot of new metal bands that I liked. I didn't shit on new metal the way everyone else did, but it was a fad. It definitely was a fad. But then there were certain bands that were put under that new metal label that I wouldn't consider new metal. I don't consider Mudvayne new metal.
No, it's
they
just
were
metal.
always labeled that.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Mudvayne live. I would have loved to have. I had a chance to go see Pantera live. I had a chance.
Oh, you missed it.
No, I voluntarily didn't go because I knew what was going to happen. And when my friends came back and they explained to me what happened, I was so glad I didn't go.
Why? Was there a riot?
No. Drug addict friends who rather than enjoy the show, they'd rather be going in and out of the bathroom snorting coke all night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I didn't want to be around that shit all night because they used to make me fucking sick with that fucking bullshit. And I knew that these couple of friends, because not all my friends are cokeheads, but this particular group of friends are cokeheads. And I knew it. And then one of them came back. Oh yeah, we were snorting coke in the bathroom all night. I'm like, glad I didn't go. But that was the only opportunity I had to see him, and I didn't see him. The closest I got to seeing Faith No More was seeing Korn, and their drummer broke his wrist or something. Their drummer broke his wrist or something. So Mike Gordon from Faith No More replaced him for the rest of the tour on the drums.
Yep.
I got to see.
I saw him on the Sick and Twisted tour with Mindless Self-Indulgence and Stained, and yeah, they had the drummer from Faith No More, Mike Gordon, fucking.
Oh, so it was probably around the same time then. Was it like 99 or 2000?
Yep, it was in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And I almost got in a fight.
Multiple pigs. That's how we.
Multiple pigs. I almost got in a fight with the lead singer of Mindless Self-Indulgence after that show because I walked by him and I was angry about something, and it was obvious that I was angry the way I'm walking and the way I was walking, and I hear little Jimmy Urine yell, "Look at that motherfucker over there walking. He the Terminator. Hey, fuck you, motherfucker!" And I was like, "Man, fuck you, you piece of shit." And he had about 30 people with him, so I didn't feel like getting jumped. So I just kept walking. But yeah, now that I found out he's friends with James Gunn, yeah.
Oh God.
I don't feel bad about saying, "Hey, fuck you, motherfucker, eat shit," because yeah, he's probably a diddler.
Yeah, Mindless Self-Indulgent was always one of those bands that I heard the name and never heard a song of theirs.
They're okay. I like some of their shit, but now that I know their singer is who he's friends with, I just kind of backed away. I just don't want to. Yeah. But dude, oh yeah, Mike Patton though. Check out the album he did. It's a 5-song EP with the Dillinger Escape Plan. It's fucking batshit. He didn't want to be in the band, but he said, "I'll do a quick album with you guys." So that was cool of him. But yeah,
he does a lot of collaborations too.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Awesome song on Roots, Sepultura's album.
Look
him
away.
And Jonathan Davis. Yeah, him and Jonathan Davis.
I forget. What the hell did he call the band after Sepultura?
Soulfly.
Soulfly, that's it.
He got kicked out of Sepultura and started his own band.
Right, yeah. So I seen Soulfly.
And now it's like Cavalera Conspiracy or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's that's with Igor from Sepultura. So
okay.
he's still got Soulfly, but he's also got Cavalera Conspiracy. But yeah, I've seen Soulfly twice. They were pretty good.
Yeah, I have their first 2 albums. Fucking love that shit. I wish I could have seen Sepultura live.
Oh, check out their album Dark Ages. It's one of their newer albums. Phenomenal, brutal, dark, good stuff.
Do they still have that black guy as the lead singer?
Sepultura? No, I was talking about Soulfly, but yeah, I think they still have the big black gentleman as their singer, Sepultura. Oh yeah! Follow me now, and
so you said you
almost
you said you almost got into a fight with the lead singer. So, so Anthrax, I was saying before that Anthrax is from up here in the Bronx. Like they started from up here in the Bronx. And
is Flatbush in the Bronx?
No, Flatbush is Brooklyn.
Oh, my bad.
And my friend, he used to live right around the block from me. His uncle is Frank Bello, and his cousin is Charlie Benante. So he had a lot of way to get free tickets and shit, being that he's related to 2 fucking members of Anthrax.
Oh yeah.
And, there was this band. I really enjoyed this band. They weren't very well known. Called Orange 9mm.
Orange 9mm is awesome, dude.
I love their fucking music.
Oh,
but I found out the lead singer is a complete fucking asshole.
Oh, what did he do, man? I love that album with the bee on it or the fly.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Pretend I'm Human.
Yeah. Pretend I'm Human. Yeah, that's a great conceptual album. Yeah. But what was
the 2 before it I liked better though. There was Driver Not Included, and I think
I gotta go back and listen to those.
Tragic was the one with the pilot. He had a pilot's mask, and Driver Not Included is with the driver's helmet.
All right, but why was the singer an asshole? What happened, man?
So, my friends were all standing on the side during the show, watching the show, and the lead singer Chaka Malik, that's his name. He came out drunk off his ass.
Uh-oh.
And he's mean mugging everybody on the line that was standing there. He wants to beef with them. He's walking down the line, mean mugging all these people drunk off his ass. And
thanks for coming to my show.
Yeah. Well, I guess because he wasn't the main act, I guess he, But I don't they said someone in the crowd said something to him after he was fucking just staring them down, and then he went at the guy. There was a big fucking stupid thing. But that's it sucks when you hear that people are drunk assholes and they can't even fucking be professional and fucking you're at a fucking show where you're supposed to be making money and you're supposed to be getting people interested in your band, and this is what you do.
Yeah, fuck that. What a weirdo, man. That's a shitty fucking thing to do. Even if they're not fans of your band, they could still be potential fans of your band because you're opening for the band they're there to see.
Exactly. You're like, you're trying to get interest. People are supposed to want to buy your albums, right? If you start a drunken fight with them, you're not gonna fucking make any album sales that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
Devil Driver's good. I like Devil Driver.
Yeah, I never got to see them.
I saw Cold Chamber live. I didn't see Devil Driver.
I saw Cold Chamber 6 years ago at Harpo's in Detroit, and it was badass. Filter
They're
opened
still
for
together?
them. They cut in and out. They cut in and out because I guess Meigs and Dez, they don't always get along very well. But it was funny too because Meigs and Dez are like 5 feet tall, and so is their little redhead bass player. And then Bug, their drummer, that motherfucker's like close to 7 feet tall. So this spidery looking dude comes out, and he's like 2 feet taller than everybody else in the band. And I was like, I had no idea that fucking everybody in the band was that short and Bug was that tall. But they played a great show.
Got a new fucking that the chick with the new bassist. I forgot about that. Because the other one she married the dude from Seven Dust and had kids, right?
Yeah. Raina, the original bass player. Yeah. She married fucking the asshole drummer who's always talking shit to everybody. I can't remember his fucking name. Morgan, I think.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah, dude's an asshole, but he's funny about it.
What? You saw shit of him doing shit at shows?
No, Seven Dust has a bunch of videos where he's like pretending to be their tour manager and fucking he's a fucking nut, man. He's like that Adam dude from Killswitch Engage. He likes fucking with people. Not to like the gross point of like making him drink piss like the dudes from Mastodon, but just fucking he's a funny asshole. I don't know how else to put it. He likes messing with people and just like seeing how far he can push them before they're like, hey, whoa, calm down. What are you doing? So yeah.
Is that what you were playing, Tommy?
Yeah.
What are you guys' opinions on Metallica? I guess we'll talk about Metallica.
Cliff Burton.
You can't have a metal talk without talking.
First 3 albums are the best. Cliff Burton, yeah.
It's not to take anything. It's not to take anything away from the bass player that they picked up from Suicidal Tendencies. Like Robert Trujillo is really freaking good. He is excellent, man.
He is.
You couldn't ask for a better replacement. But yeah, like, not to take anything away from Jason Newsted either. He's a good bass player, but they wouldn't allow him to play. They were just so distraught over Cliff and the terrible way that he passed, in which it wasn't even supposed to be Cliff. It was actually supposed to be Kirk up in that top bunk when that bus rolled over. But he
lost the card game.
He lost the card game, and Cliff got top bunk, and then he went under the fucking bus and died. In which that was just the other day, like the 26th, I think.
I saw they put a picture of him up on Twitter. I remember.
Yeah, it was just, it might even been the 28th. I'm blanking on it right now. But yeah, I mean, that was just recent, but yeah, holy shit. He was the reason that I picked up the bass. Between him and the bass player from, get this, of all different types of music that I could have picked from, Bob Marley and the Wailers.
I was going to say Parliament Funkadelic.
I love that bass player, man. I can't explain it. I love the way that guy plays. It's just amazing shit. And that was the reason I picked up the bass. But yeah, man, holy shit. Yeah. Cliff, that guy was amazing. Like, he was classically trained too, you know.
Do you guys remember in the early 90s where they would put out these black and white comics of all the metal bands?
Yes. Well, they had a few in color too.
Yeah, I just remember mostly, the black and white.
Yeah. I think we still have the Doors, and I think my mother had a few of them. She had Guns N' Roses, maybe Metallica.
My friend had the Metallica one, and they actually drew out that whole thing with the fucking bus accident.
Damn. He was a nice guy too, because when I was about 26, I fucked off some community service and got put in work release for 14 days. And there was this dude in there named Chris, and he said that back during the Master of Puppets tour, he was in I think Indy or something, and he was like not waiting in line, but he was outside smoking before the show, and Cliff Burton came out of the one of the side doors of the stadium and was like, "Hey man, you got an extra cigarette?" And Chris had a cigarette with them. They talked about the band and shit. And he said he thanked him at the end, and he was really nice. So yeah, man, he's a good dude.
Well, it's nice when you can meet somewhat famous people and they're not a dickhead. They're not trying to drunkenly start a fight with you.
Yeah, and he asked him for a cigarette and thanked him. So he
Well,
had manners.
real quick, I want to send this little short ditty to Cliff. Hey, if you know that one, "To Live Is to Die,"
Hell yeah.
that was supposed to be one of the
I
last
shouldn't be
songs
getting
Cliff was
copyright
working on.
slammed for that, should I?
No, you can't because I'm playing it. They can't hit you for it. They already
I know.
Metallica tried that
I was
once with
I'm just
me.
playing. I'm just playing.
Yeah, they
Lars is
tried
gonna
it once
sue
with me,
you.
and I got it thrown out quickly.
Hey, look, you're taking away from Lars, okay? He wanted the golden fish tank for his sharks. Now he's only going to be able to get the platinum fish tank for his sharks. How dare
That
you?
squirrely little bastard.
I remember everyone who went, because like that tour I was talking about before, that '92 tour with Metallica and Guns N' Roses. Every single person that I knew that went there and came back, like and came back and told me the story, they all had the same story. They said they talked about how Hetfield got on the drums, and they kept talking about that Hetfield seemed like he was a better drummer than Lars.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all, man. Not a fan of Lars Ulrich, but yeah, Metallica's first 3 albums.
I don't think anybody's a fan of him anymore.
No!
I think even that guy's biggest fans turned away from him.
Yeah, I mean, when you just freak out on the fans over the what do you call it, downloading music, whatever, man.
It was the whole Napster shit.
Well, and it's funny, he made such a tiff about that, and now that's how all music is. Like, it's really hard to find physical media anymore. But yeah, whatever. Fuck Lars. Did you guys ever see that cartoon that was describing the Napster situation where Lars was this little effeminate? Wait, he is a little effeminate. And then they had Hetfield, he was like, money good, Napster bad.
It sounds
like,
that one sounds familiar.
this big hulking fucking Neanderthal thing, and just yeah, oh man. Yeah, somebody made a cartoon about that. It was in like the earliest days of YouTube, like back in 2006,
Do
2007.
you guys remember Foamy the Squirrel?
Yeah.
Foamy the Squirrel used to pick on it. Taking on Metallica.
Shit.
So what's the last show either you guys attended? What was the last band, or how long ago was it?
Soulfly, and it was about 4 years ago, and I saw him here in South Bend, and it was cool because I got to meet Max Cavalera's sons, and their bands opened, and they were nice. And then I was like, "Where's your dad?" And they were like, "Oh, well, you can pay $200 and you can go sit on the bus with my dad." And I was like, "Hey, anybody who pays $200 to go sit on your bus with your dad is going to be that weirdo who paid $200 to go sit on the bus with your dad. Your dad's probably and his band are probably going to ignore him." And he was like, "Oh no, it's not like that." I was like, "Is it though?" Anyway, great show, and just kind of walked off. But it was a good show.
What about you, Tommy? What was the last time you've been, and who was it? Been to a show?
There is no who was it. It was Ozfest. So
it was
more
okay.
like
So it was everybody.
That long ago?
Dude, broke, man. I was broke for a good number of years. And by the time I freaking started having a little bit of scratch again, we were already down here in Florida trying to find some place to go see something like that down here in Florida. Yeah. Like everything is 3+ hours away from us. So,
well, shit happens like that. Like I was 10 years between, like almost probably more than 10 years between me going to shows. Oh, I'd say it was probably like 14 or 15 years between me going to shows.
What was your last show, Slasher?
Helmet.
Oh, how was it?
They were fucking awesome. It was a really small place too.
Was it after Aftertaste came out?
It was only about like 5 or 6 years ago. It was when he put the band back together and had nobody else. Just Page Hamilton was the only fucking OG.
What? He couldn't get any of the other dudes?
Nope.
That
band's always been a mess with infighting, though. They've always been a mess with infighting.
Damn, that sucks.
And it sucks because Helmet's one of my favorite fucking bands. Betty is a fucking amazing fucking album.
Fuck yeah, Betty's awesome, dude.
I'd say they're probably in my top 5 of favorite bands. And when they were signed, there was a really bad problem in the music industry in the 90s with signing bands that they're all gonna label you the next Nirvana, and Helmet was one of those bands. And I think that fucking thing came back to kind of bite them in the ass. Like, I don't even understand how you could compare how Helmet and Nirvana don't sound anything alike. But they're just, I guess they were just going like, oh, these guys are gonna sell millions of albums. And, I guess they did, but they're not a household name the way Nirvana is. Let's see, what other things up here? I had a couple of fucking... Can you guys hear me? Tommy, Nelson?
Yeah,
I can
hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I was fucking hearing crickets for a second.
I was thinking of this.
Nobody ever mentioned 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. Saw them live back in 2007 at fucking the same place I saw Korn and Stain in Fort Wayne at the Coliseum in Indiana, man. They were phenomenal live. Phenomenal live.
I saw Stained on that
Sick and Twisted tour.
Korn when I saw
Sick and
Korn.
Twisted tour.
Yeah. And they were pretty fucking awesome. That album that came out after that though was very boring.
Yes. But Dysfunction was a great album.
Dysfunction was awesome.
Yep, I met their bass player, Johnny April. He was really nice. He was a good dude.
What was the second one called? Oh, shit. Break
the
I
can't
Cycle,
remember.
Right?
Break the Cycle. Yeah, that was all right. It's been a while.
It was so boring compared to that first one.
Yeah, for real, it was. But back to what you were saying about Helmet while I was taking a piss. Fucking, I guess Paige Hamilton did not like being compared to Nirvana. He said Kurt Cobain was overrated. He wasn't that good of a songwriter. He just kind of winged it. And if he hadn't been on so much heroin, maybe he would have wrote better music. And I guess Nirvana fans, like the backlash from that, they were just like, fuck you.
But you know what, though?
He was right.
I thought that was all shit that even Kurt Cobain had admitted to.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain didn't think he was some sort of fucking musical god. He like, so where are they getting that?
And Kurt Cobain hated his fame. He absolutely hated it. So, humble as you are.
So if I met Courtney Love, I would hate everything too.
Yeah, Courtney Love, what a shitbag of a fucking person.
You know what bothers me is that she was the original lead singer. Well, one of the first lead singers of Faith No More.
Ugh,
I couldn't believe when I found that out.
Ugh. I feel gross hearing that. Like I need to take a shower.
It's just not. I just can't picture that fitting together. No.
What the fuck, dude? And I heard that that Violet song on the Hole's first album that Kurt Cobain wrote that. Like the best song by Hole got written by Kurt Cobain. I don't know how true that is.
Doll Parts, right? Was it Doll Parts?
No, it was
he wrote Doll Parts.
Go take everything,
Okay.
I want you to. Yeah, like the one good song on that fucking album is fucking Doll Parts was okay, but like that song actually is decent. But yeah, he probably fucking wrote that, and he was probably talking about her when he fucking wrote it.
Yeah, see what I don't like what 9 Inch Nails did. He got TDS.
Trent Reznor's got trunk derangement syndrome.
He was one of those people who was like, if you voted for him, don't listen to my music. He was one of those.
Oh no, god damn it. Why? Just stay out of the political shit. What?
Yeah,
that Soul Assassin brings up something that I play every single day too.
Soundgarden?
Yeah, man. Every single day I play some Soundgarden.
Oh, dude, rest in peace, Chris Cornell, man. Soundgarden was fucking amazing. I don't even consider them grunge. They're just hard rock.
This is one of my
favorite. That's kind of how I feel about
Alice
Alice in Chains too.
Yep,
I consider Alice in Chains more metal than fucking grunge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, rest in peace, Elaine Staley too, man. I think Cornell was murdered. I think Staley murdered himself. That's how I feel about it.
They're all dead, man.
Here's another one. What about these guys?
Weiland.
Oh yeah, dude. Stone Temple
I was
Pilots
just saying,
badass.
Scott Weiland too.
Oh, and dude,
Yeah.
all right, if you listen to STP's albums with decent bass on a stereo, that bass, dude, that Dean DeLeo was doing is hella complex, man. It's fucking phenomenal.
Core was such a
There's a
fucking
lot of
great
those
album,
guys.
man.
There's a lot of those guys that don't get much credit at all. And another phenomenal bass player that really does get overlooked is Jesus, Elfin, Danny damn it,
Danny Elfman.
Elfman,
Yeah.
from Megadeth. Like like his shit, like whoo, especially if you listen to the intro for Peace Cells, like that shit is crazy what he's playing. It's like,
But yeah, Mike Patton does sing opera. Mike Patton's a very versatile fucking singer, Frankie. Yeah, he married an Italian chick, and yeah, I think he lives in Italy now. Temple of the Dog. I'm going hungry.
I don't mind stealing bread.
I like that song.
I do too. That's fun. Cornell, though, man, like versus Vedder in that song, Cornell was so. Don't get me wrong, Eddie Vedder's a great singer, but dude, Cornell was hyper talented by
Wasn't that
comparison.
the only song that Eddie Vedder sang on that album?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was almost all Chris Cornell. I got to go back and listen to that album.
Do you guys know Pearl Jam before Pearl Jam? Mother Love Bone.
Mother Love Bone. I heard about that. I did.
Guy who died of a heroin overdose. He was like 22 or 23.
Oh, that's what that song's about. Okay.
That whole album was dedicated to him. The whole Temple of the Dog album.
Oh, wow.
Say Hello to Heaven is that particular song is for him, Andrew Wood.
Oh, what did he do in the band, and what did Eddie Vedder do in the band?
Well, Eddie Vedder wasn't in the band. I don't know how many other members of I don't know how many other members that played on 10 were in the band, but I know that Mike McCready guy. I think at least one other member of Pearl Jam was in Mother Love Bone.
All right, that's cool.
They put out an album and then the dude died of a fucking heroin overdose.
Fuck, man. Watch that shit. I never got that. I never got that kind of drug. Hey, let's do a drug that just makes me feel good and then pass out.
And then, but it's also like, why is it so rampant in rock music?
Yeah. Is it? What was? There was a YouTuber who was joking around. Wes, fucking from whatever cast, he was saying like, is this why rock musicians are always on heroin? Because he started playing guitar and he's like, my fingers hurt so bad from playing guitar. Is this why they always do heroin?
That's not it. I can tell you right now that it's kind of like walking a lot. If you don't walk a lot, your feet are going to hurt like hell if you take a really long walk. But if you're walking all the time, you almost kind of get numb to it. It's the same thing with playing. You develop calluses over your fingertips. You don't feel that shit anymore.
Well, Kurt Cobain was a heroin addict because of his stomach. He had this horrible stomach fucking it's something with his intestines. So I think that's probably why he was getting more and more into heroin.
Well,
plus he had the money. Plus he had the money to pay for it.
You don't see that too much in metal bands, though. Have you noticed that? Like, yeah, certain metal bands might have a problem with like cocaine.
Except for Phil. Except for
yeah.
What's up,
yeah.
Mark?
It's like, dude, you're not in a grunge band. You're in the wrong genre. Yeah. Stop doing heroin. Fuck.
What up, Moira?
How you doing, Moira?
Hello to you and your two awesome girls.
But yeah, I just wanted to run for a little over an hour. Do this.
Yeah.
It's cool talking music.
Wait. Okay, best show though. Let's go around. What was everybody's best show? Slasher. What was your best show?
I would probably say Fear Factory and Static X. I haven't been to too many shows though in my life. I think I was like 15 the first time I went to a show. And it was the Toadies. If anyone remembers the Toadies.
No, yeah,
Kingdom. It was awesome in Manhattan. They had a block party on Madison Avenue. And at the very end of the block party, they had a stage set up. And this radio station was throwing the show. It was a free show, too. You know, that was the first show. That was pretty cool.
Dude, all right. Overall, they played their whole album?
I think so. I was smoking a lot during the show, so. But I'd say for sound and for like knowing what I was going to see, because I had only heard Possum Kingdom when I went to see Toadies. We just did it just to go out, just to
Yeah.
go out and out and about in Manhattan. But when I went to see Fear Factory, like I knew I was going to see Fear Factory and hearing all their fucking awesome, the songs that I want to hear. So I would probably say when I saw Fear Factory and Static X opening for them, that was probably the best show I went to.
Hell yeah. What about you, Tommy?
Sure,
Okay. Can I go then?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it was Fear Factory, Lamb of God, and Throwdown. And I felt bad for Lamb of God because it was at where was it at? It was in Milwaukee at the Rave in Milwaukee. And Throwdown didn't have too many people watching, but then once Fear Factory started setting up, holy shit, man, this place that probably should only hold, 1,000 people held about 2,000 fucking people. I mean, you couldn't move during Fear Factory, but they put on a great show.
Oh, yeah.
They closed with Resurrection, and we, the crowd, were singing the melodic parts to Resurrection so loudly that at the end of the fucking song, Burton C. Bell pointed at his fucking ear and was like, I can't even hear myself. And he just held the mic out and we sang the end. It was fucking amazing, dude. And then they finished and half the crowd left. Over half the crowd left. The crowd went from being about 2,000 to about maybe 600 to see Lamb of God. So I felt bad for him. But Lamb of God still put on a great show, but Fear Factory absolutely stole the show. Probably the best show I've ever fucking been to. It was when Dino wasn't in the band. He was doing that failed creation.
Divine Heresy.
Divine Heresy, yeah. So Christian Wolbers was playing guitar. They had Byron Stroud from Strapping Young Lad playing bass, and then Raymond Herrera was still on drums. But yeah, phenomenal show, dude. Can't say enough good things about Fear Factory live, man. But I just think it was funny. We outsang Burton C. Bell.
Isn't he not in the band anymore?
I don't know. I'd have to look into it, but that would be weird if he wasn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same without him.
No, it wouldn't be the same without Raymond Herrera either. I just yeah. What about you, Tommy?
You back, Tommy?
I mean, I'm here. I mean, what exactly are you asking?
The best show you went to?
I don't know. It had to have been one of the Ozfest. I can't tell you for sure which one it was.
Like a band, though, like any particular band, one of those days that just stuck out to you, and you were like, "Yep, this is it. This is the pinnacle."
No, nope.
Okay,
I mean,
there was a Tommy.
Well, no, I mean, there was a bunch of them that were really good and put on amazing shows. I mean, like Typo Negative, like I said, Rob Zombie put on a hell of a stage performance. I mean, I can't say any one in particular. All the ones that I seen were really good, or at least most of them. And there was a few stinkers. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care how much people freaking hem and haw for freaking Wild. I can't stand Black Label Society. I can't stand it. I hate it.
Not a fan either.
Hey, Tommy, did you ever see Ministry? Did you ever see Ministry live?
Never seen Ministry, but I do play enough of their shit. So I was playing.
I've seen them, clips of them playing live, and they seem like they put on an awesome fucking show.
Yeah, but like one in particular band, no, I can't say it. Like the one band that I wanted to see is the one I never got to see, and that was Suicidal Tendencies. So,
oh no. Yeah, my old
Did you ever
boss
see
Murphy
Infectious
song.
Grooves, Tommy?
Oh yeah, that's another suicidal project.
That's another one I didn't get to see. I always remember that one song they did with Ozzy, Therapy.
Hey Tommy, here's some trivia from movie trivia for you. What movie did Infectious Grooves appear in?
Not sure.
UHF.
No, but it's along those lines.
Really? I was close?
It's kind of along the lines of that. Like that sort of goofy ass movie.
Phallus in Wonderland by Guar.
Encino Man.
Really? That was them?
They play the fucking dance at the end. They play the he knocked it to the monkey. He knocked it to the monkey.
Take the monkey.
Yeah.
Go. My monkey don't snap my fucking That's Infectious Grooves.
Yep.
I had no idea.
It's Dr. Do the monkey. That guy's a weirdo, but he's fucking awesome.
Oh man. I know people like that. Weirdos, but they're fucking awesome. Yeah. All right, so Tommy said Typo was his favorite show, so that's absolutely acceptable.
Say goodnight to everybody. Bones, Soul Assassin, Happy Dinosaur, Frankie Nose, Parrot Head, Moira. Thank you everybody coming through, and yeah.
Yep. Thanks for having us, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys got anything you want to plug? Where you guys are gonna be?
No, I'm not gonna be anywhere. I mean, if you want a tattoo here, I'll put the link in the chat, or you want a custom drawing or something. Here's the link to my.
You could put your link in the chat because you're
Facebook. Oh wait, Facebook.com. Hold on. Well, I don't have I'm not on a computer like you guys.
Oh yeah, you're on your phone. Yeah. My bad.
Oh wait, here it is. Right there. So it's in the private chat. Yeah, you guys can hit me up on Facebook if you want like a pig statue like I made for Tommy and Vinny. If you want some painting, drawing, or you want to come to Northern Indiana, South Bend area and get a fucking tattoo like Adam and Pete did. You're more than welcome to. Nick from World Class Bullshitters might get a tattoo from me eventually. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's what I got going on. And I put the thing in the chat. That's how to get a hold of me on Facebook.
I put it up in the regular chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, remember, people, you got to get
man.
that. You got to get that ink right now. You can't wait because the end of the world is coming, and you don't want to go to hell with that one.
Yeah. Get a Neil tattoo before Russia and America go to World War III, and we all have to fucking eat cockroaches to survive or whatever.
Yay!
Yeah, put what you want on you before they put numbers on you. I'm just saying.
The future, everybody. Tommy.
What's going on, everybody? It's just me, most hated guinea pig online. Still doing what I do, fighting with YouTube constantly. But yeah, if you stop by my channel, you find me on Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, all at the same thing, and of course on TwitTwat, the shitty X at capital GPC _warpig. Doing what I always do: toys, pigs, and BattleBots. Hope that you had a good one, everybody watching the replay. Thanks for stopping in. You could spend your time anywhere, but you chose to spend it with us. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah. I might stream at midnight. Might play a game at midnight. I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling.
I saw you played that Dick Tracy game. That was pretty cool.
That game's mad fun. It's a pain in the ass, but it's fun. All right. Later, folks. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, bye.